Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Well, it's Truth Tuesday. So I encourage everyone to pop on and listen, either if you're live or listening to the recording. The reason why I like to host these Truth Tuesday sessions is because some of our biggest lessons in life come from recognizing our truths. And some of these truths may not be easy to recognize. Some of these truths may not really be easy to digest, so to speak, because in life, what I have found is that unless we are able to look at our own life objectively, what's working, what isn't, what needs to change. And, I say life, but it also means in business, right? So if you are looking to scale your business, you may be, maybe a little beyond a startup phase. You may have been, got to where you are based on your resources, friends and family. But if you're truly looking to scale your business and you don't have a background in sales, then what needs to happen is you need to get the right salespeople in there so that you can scale. Now, sales is one strategy, right? I mean, there are all obviously there are other ways to scale your revenue, but I'm just using this as an example. Now, we've worked with a lot of companies that have gone down the path of hiring, sales development reps, business development reps, sales setters, sales closers. Those are the terms that are floating around in the industry, right? Only for them, they go down that path, only for them to be disappointed when they see the zeros under the results. Now, some people, attribute that to being, a disconnect. I mean, obviously, when you're bringing people in, there's a lot that you have to consider. Whether you're a brick and mortar business, whether you're 100% remote, if you're hybrid, but whoever is representing your company is in sales. So, beyond the BDRs, the SDRs, the sales setters, the sales closers, which are, in a lot of cases, they may be independent contractors, but they are representing your company, therefore they are in sales. Your admin staff should have selling skills so that she can or he can represent herself or himself appropriately and be able to share your company's value based statement, or really in terms of what your company or your service could do for whoever it is that they're speaking with. So I realize that not everybody is comfortable with sales, especially people that tend to be introverted like me. I was very uncomfortable with sales, but the truth is that no one wants to be sold to. However, people do want their problems solved. So, finding those people that want their problems solved and you being able to do that information exchange and figure out if they're qualified is what is going to take your company to the next level. But, you know, there there is a process and uh, that should be followed. And whoever you bring in needs to adapt to your company culture. It's not about you adapting to them and you trying to make their needs met. I mean, that's honorable and all, but you know, they need to adapt. They need to get up to speed on your culture, what you're all about. And if they don't have enough of that knowledge, then chances are they're going to be putting zeros on the board because they need to be able to buy in to whatever it is that your company is offering. When I teach and coach sales, and if we are developing offers, then the first person that needs to be enrolled in that offer is that offer creator or whoever's offering, whoever's offer it is. Because if my clients cannot buy into their offer and speak the investment with confidence, it's not the right offer. We need to change a few things in there. We need to modify a few things because if they're not 100% confident, then when they are sharing their information, their value based statements, then you know, it's it's not going to be effective at all. So if you find yourself in that situation and you're recognizing, well, I'm not sure what to offer, or oh, that sounds like a lot of money, then perhaps your truth is that you need to do some work in the sales arena. And I know it might sound a little scary and it might sound a little intimidating. A lot of our clients have not worked in a direct selling role. And I don't mean direct sales as in I don't mean like the network marketing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, a direct sales role where they're selling services or products. My background came from AT&T. I started in products for them. I sold phone systems and then to businesses, and then I sold network services and was one of two people that launched their internet services back in 2000. So I carried a quota, but a lot of our clients did not carry quotas. They didn't work in, like I said, sales roles. So this is all new to them. Perhaps you may be able to relate, but it doesn't matter if you have not had direct sales experience. There's a reason, if you're a founder, there's a reason why you founded your company. There's a reason why you're so passionate about what your mission is. However, if 2024 is the year for you to scale, then you need to make sure that your team, whether they're hybrid, whether they're 100% remote, or they're in person, are on the same page. This is more than just having a sales huddle on a daily basis. Okay. Everyone needs to be laser lucid focused on what the goals are. And I remember when I first was in sales at AT&T, they always encouraged us to have our individual goals. However, the goals of the division became our goals as well. So I would encourage you to share your goals. And I realize, a lot of times I hear, well, we're hybrid. You can you can still have goal setting meetings via Zoom. Obviously, it's really nice to do those in person. Maybe it's about having a workshop, goal setting workshop, and doing that at an annual meeting or a quarterly meeting. But regardless, if the logistics do not allow, I mean, all of us have, well, a lot of us have global team members. So it's not really conducive for everybody, especially if you have global team members, it's not always conducive to get together in person. But in today's world with technology, we really have no excuses not to get together, not to talk, communicate, and conduct the effective meetings that are going to get us to the desired outcomes. Hoping, wishing, obviously, are not strategies. We have to have everybody on the same page so that we can meet and exceed the goals. And as I mentioned, we've had a lot of clients that have come to us that have been disappointed when they hire just random sales setters, random sales closers, and BDRs and SDRs. And I got to tell you, it's really, there are two sides to every story. So while I am empathetic to the founders and the CEOs of companies who thought, well, okay, it's time to hire a BDR or it's time to hire an SDR, and then they're disappointed. In some cases, they did not properly vet those people, whether they were employees or whether they were independent contractors, nor did they properly train them. But yet, some CEOs and founders state, I don't even know what those BDRs do, but we're really not getting the results from all of them. That's a telltale sign that something is not set up properly. But that can be changed. Remember, the team members need to adapt. Adaptability is one of the trending words in the world today. And it really is an important word and it's an important exercise that we all need to keep in mind because we do have hybrid workforces, we have remote workforces, we have in person workforces, we have people that are trying to juggle many different things, caring for their elderly parents, caring for their small children, commuting, trying to have a quality of life so they're not just existing or surviving, but thriving. So I encourage you to get super clear in the month of May on what your goals are. If you did some goal setting in November, December, or January, are you in alignment with accomplishing and meeting and exceeding those? Some of you have already exceeded those goals, and I applaud you for that. But if there is something missing, if you feel that you are not set up for success and it's related to selling or not selling, then we should have a discussion. Because quite frankly, everyone on your team, everyone associated with your company, everyone representing your company, even as affiliates, they need to be on the same page as you are. They need to hear your voice. They need to see you so that collectively you can all work together to meet and exceed those goals. And as I said, hoping and wishing are not strategies. They are also not training. I've talked to people that, hiring a BDR and SDR was new to them. I totally get that. But what they said to me was, I had hoped that our business development rep would have been able to close some sales. I had hoped that our sales development rep would have been able to get up to speed with our services. It is a company's obligation to make sure that you offer the tools and the resources and you set your team up for success. However, it's up to the individual team members to take 100% responsibility for learning that information and being able to meet and exceed your goals. So don't worry about adapting or trying to adapt of environments per se to team members. Now, I am not talking about any kind of disabled team members. There absolutely needs to be adaptations available to them. What I'm talking about is just the everyday average worker, no other special circumstances. That's what I'm speaking about. So, to wrap up for Truth Tuesday, getting a clear picture of what it is your company is really looking to achieve this year and asking yourself, are you set up for success? Do you have a team that can effectively sell and represent your products and services so that you can extend your reach? It's really a win win win, is what we're after. Because you win when your team members are selling your products and services. Your team members win when they are offering your products and services and solving problems for your clients or customers, however you term them. Then the third win is for those clients and or customers, the problems that have been solved and all of the people's lives that they touch because they are doing business with you. So do keep that in mind. And you can even ask yourself, if I do this, if I hire a team of SDRs, if I hire sales setters and closers, is that going to produce a win win win? Take 15 minutes, map out the scenario. You'll be happy you did. And let me know. Let me know what you're looking to achieve. If there was a way, I would love to help you take a look. Maybe we could do a sales audit and really see, what areas are there gaps and what needs to be done so that you can meet and exceed your goals this year. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, or for my friends in Australia and different parts of the world, it's already Wednesday, right? So I would love to know and have some people share their truths either in the comments or send me a DM. I get a lot of responses for these Truth Tuesdays, and that really makes me super happy because I know that talking about truths is not easy in all cases. However, if we are okay with being vulnerable and we are okay with recognizing and sharing our truths, we are helping not just ourselves, not just our company, but everyone else. So if you have any doubts, think about everybody else. Because if you don't step up and allow yourself to be heard and seen, you're not going to be helping in the biggest way possible. So I guess the short of it is what I'm saying on this Truth Tuesday is if you have some doubts about doing it for yourself, you may think, oh, I don't know if I want to take this big step. It's a big leap. Do it for the others. Do it for the others that wouldn't have learned about your product or service if it had not been for you and your team. Selling is really about solving people's problems that they don't want anymore. Now, some of those people may not even know that what the problem is. Now that is, another story because helping people to identify their problems is definitely something that people in a selling role do. But do it for the others, even if you're not doing it for yourself. Because if people don't see you, if they do not hear you, your product or service will not solve their problems. Your product or service will not impact their lives. And I got to believe that if you are a CEO or founder of a multi-million dollar company, you want the masses to be part of your community. Thank you for listening today. I look forward to connecting with everybody either in the comments or in the DMs. And if you have a question, please leave it in the comments. I will check the comments and I will respond. Wishing everyone, as I said, a wonderful rest of your Tuesday or Wednesday. Stay in touch. I will most likely be back here tomorrow for whatever it takes Wednesday. I look forward to hearing your ideas, and I look forward to reading your truths. Take care, everyone.